I hit the button, but I didn't hit it hard enough. Yeah, I did. Yeah, so we'll see if that ever comes about. It's been fun though. She's a monk, of course.
Punch some things.
Yeah. I like monk. Not at the level we're at now, but you know, I have hope that later on she'll be powerful. Maybe, I don't know.
Now, what's my next character's name that no one can pronounce?
Go away.
It's like Jeffrey, but with like a PH in the middle.
Yeah.
Bojangle Fordham.
What the hell?
I don't know, it just popped into my head.
You better write that shit down. All right, we ready?
I was trying to think of somebody that would be in like Louisiana. I felt like Bojangles was good, and then Fordham was like a good a strong southern Louisiana name.
Just say it like how they do it in their accent, and then no one will know what you're saying anyways.
I can't do that. Like, everything would just sound like generic southern Texan.
Oh gosh, yeah, the swamp people. That show's nuts. My name is go skinny go to face.
Oh, I know. You're like, what do you say? You're not even speaking English.
Did you just have a stroke?
I have been to deep Louisiana. Hi, Jenna. And I was there for a weightlifting competition, and I can tell you it is very similar. And you're just going, nodding politely. Yeah, Okay, sure. I don't know what you said.
I know. You do you.
Yeah. Over 2 years? Sweet.
2 years.
Still love my little dudes.
They're good.
It took me a long time to understand like certain parts of speech when I was in Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I followed for 2.5 years too. Dang.
That's crazy. I forget that we started this so long ago.
We have got to be the only channel on the internet that's been streaming for 3 years with nobody that watches.
We were starting to build up a pretty decent community before I stopped streaming.
Yeah, it's just like
non-game content.
Oh, there's just no room for. There's just so little room now for D&D stuff with the big people that I don't know. That and like, to be quite honest, unless you're friends with the people, it's fairly boring to watch.
We're getting camped apparently.
But I just surfed. I mean, I got here just by surfing the random D&D channels on whatever. I wasn't like looking for friends or anything. It just happened.
Sure.
I found you through Luke.
Yeah. I was talking to him the other day, actually.
Were you?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's starting a whole new series for Pathfinder.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I saw he did a one shot.
Yeah. So he's going to be starting content, like GM help for Pathfinder. So he'll be doing creation streams and encounter streams and that kind of stuff for Path. It's really cool. I'm glad he's doing it.
Yeah, I hope he's successful. How's my volume? Is it good tonight?
Yeah.
Since I have a different mic. Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can adjust you on this end as long as it's not too low. When it gets too low, there's nothing I can.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels like you're punchier than usual, like louder than usual, but like not volume wise, but like hit wise.
Clear? Yeah.
Well, I'm using that Yeti X. I got rid of I'm not using the microphone since I'm not using so I can't do it while I'm gaming because it's constantly blocking my monitor, and it drives me fucking crazy to have a mic that constantly blocks my monitor view. So even when it was like on the arm, right, it just drove me nuts. So, but I was like, oh, I don't need it for this, so I might as well just go back to using it at least for this.
Sense to me.
Whatever works for you.
Well, it sounds better too. Doesn't sound like poo poo caca. And that looks like pass. Is that pass that followed?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
How do you, dude? Her name's Passerita.
Passerita?
I don't know why I have such a hard time pronouncing all of her names.
Can't help you.
Dave's here. What's up, Dave?
Hydrate.
I don't have any water. Sorry, there's no water here. I'd have to get up to get water, and I'm far too lazy to do that.
Guys.
All right, fine. I'll get water.
Guys,
we're just gonna
guys and girls.
we're gonna have to delay D&D for another 30 minutes. I'll be right back.
No, I need you to. You have Bluetooth on. You're fine.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have a Windows headset, Jake.
Everyone, go get your water.
All right, I will do recap. Last week, you had wrapped up the combat with the monstrosities that you later found out were created by the Masked One. While Soli was under his, not quite thrall, but, she was in a kind of captivity. Jax was there. Doing things. Doing things.
A singular thing.
A singular thing. He was doing things. While Iwe, Nimu, and Dorus were fighting the creatures left behind after they had left, you were successful in defeating the creatures. So it was a very tight fight. You made it into whatever this room for the Masked One is, where it seems he used bits and pieces from creatures he found from across the realms to create other creatures, all inside of a giant turtle that has been long dead. So after going there, catching up, talking, figuring out as much as you could while you were there, I believe we just left off while y'all were just chilling and waiting to either find out a way or hoping that Zane would be able to retrieve you. Now, humidity. Now, is there anything that you all want to do in the turtle remains with all of these dead creatures? Now that EOA, you have collected as many teeth as you think that your necklace was missing here, you know, and rearranging them into the beautiful necklace that will soon be like armor.
Yeah.
As you keep collecting. I don't know if anybody else was doing anything specific. Oh, you were playing your song. Oh, there were spirits. That's right. I forgot you played your song.
Yeah, I played my song.
Brought forth what looks like memory of spirits, not the spirits themselves. So is there anything else y'all want to do in here before the next event happens?
Yeah, I want to get out of here because I'm traumatized. So
well, we have to figure a way out of here first.
Yeah.
If you want, I can reach out to Zane, see if they can help us, possibly. If they got out safely, at least.
Well, Zane just blew up, didn't he?
I don't think we've seen last of Zane, really, ever.
Well, it did. Not in a dead way, but more of a out of order way.
Yeah, I will stay close to my uncle the whole time. I am not moving away from it. I was staying the whole time with them.
Can I try to like look at what they were doing, testing on the different stuff around to see like what tests they were doing? Or what they were doing to those creatures?
Yes, roll investigation. Actually first roll a wisdom saving throw. And then roll investigation.
18 saving throw.
Okay. So roll investigation with advantage.
Thank God. Oh, it's still not good.
Oh
6.
no. A 6? That's not good. That's horrible.
I have a -1 to investigation. Like,
yeah, but still.
I have to roll super high. I rolled the 4 first, so.
Oh, okay. It's an improvement. Jack suddenly turns into Cocaine Bear. Okay, so as you start walking around this massive area, your possibility, you see constantly sputtering and flashing in a way that you haven't seen before, the others have. And as you begin walking around, your possibility just kind of moves into your vision and suddenly flashes with a brilliant light. For a brief moment, you are in a different place. It is not this specific room, but it is something very similar. And this is not the first time you've been in the presence of the masked one. Like Ohio? Okay, so the place, for those who weren't here last week, they followed the bad guy through a portal, and they are in a the remains of a giant celestial turtle, which is 100 yards across. It is huge.
Sounds like Ohio to me.
Yeah, sounds like Ohio. So the place that you see isn't within the body of a celestial. It seems to be somewhere underground. It smells of damp soil and wet stone, but also overlaid, of course, with that same pungent antiseptic. This chamber would be a little bit different. He was not creating things from body parts necessarily, but stealing what you now know would be like residuum. It's not exactly the same, but something like the residuum that you find now in creatures. Literally taking power from things that the masked one had found. And then just as fast as it happens, you're back. So you find yourself just kind of wandering the room, getting an understanding of what happened here, but not being able to deduce exactly what was going on. Anyway, what you doing?
I don't remember what happened last time. What I ended up doing. I think I was just watching Nemu.
Okay.
While straining my teeth.
Yeah, I believe you were. You were sitting with Nemu while he was like some of the spirits had gathered around to just listen to the song. The memories of the spirits anyway. Dorus Soli is probably having an anxiety attack. Wanting to get out of there?
Yeah, it's not good.
I guess I will try to calm Soli down and be like, it is okay, we will find a way out. It's no problem. We are all together, that's what's important.
We better hurry. I don't like it here. What if they come back? And I don't... You guys have to get out of here. Now. Like right now.
Wow.
So
do I see the spirits?
Yeah. They're not lost like the other ones that you've seen.
Before I hear Sully have a nervous breakdown, what do I see with the with the spirits?
They just...
What kind of spirit things are they doing? Are they trying to scare people?
No.
Are they just chilling?
They're just chilling. It's more like you're watching a memory of what the spirits were. They're not actually physically here like the spirits that you've experienced on Avonvon.
Okay, that'd just be kind of hanging out with them, I think, then. But this would be like before Soli needed to be administered to a mental institution.
Yeah.
From her complete breakdown that she's having.
Yeah, it's not good.
But I think I'd just be kind of playing with them and hanging out and just kind of carefreely kind of dancing around with them. And
while you're playing your music?
While I'm playing my music, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think seeing Soli so, not paranoid, but I don't know what the word is, but like wanting to get out of here, Dorus would be like, okay, we'll find a way. And I'll like stand up and start looking around for an exit or a window or anything that would get us outside of this space.
Don't turtles have butts? Can't we just leave through that direction?
Do you really want to go out that way?
I mean, if it's the only way to go out, everything has to poop, right?
We could go out the mouth.
Oh, right. That's the less dirty way, I guess.
I think it's clear to Dorus that this animal creature has been manipulated by other forces, and he would be like smelling around for like where the animal is more pure, or like more fresh, for lack of a better word, where it's like trying to help us versus trying to hurt us or keep us here.
The
or something.
turtle?
Yeah, the turtle, the structure. Yeah.
So roll investigation with your sniffer.
Smelling for the butthole.
Nat 20 for a 24 total.
Damn, that's awesome. So as you begin wandering, you don't have message prepared, do you?
I do, and I have one slot left. Sending, yep.
Oh, yeah, that's dangerous. So as you begin wandering around, leaving Soli with her uncle Rondon to worry at her nails and be a little distraught. Obviously, the smells here are overwhelming. There's a lot of decay overlaid with whatever this very pungent astringent is, as well as the smell of the creatures who are cleaning. They smell like moss. It's very strange. But it would be as if you were within an oak forest that's just, got the drapes of moss. It is that strong. And you're trying to pick out something that maybe doesn't smell as awful or strongly. And there's two areas. One would be closer to where the head would be of this creature. Though it has a very strange lingering scent. But it's not just through your sense of smell. It's also through your sense of just having been a part of so much in so little of a time. It smells vaguely like the room of balance. Just this almost makes you sneeze type of energy to it, but it is incredibly faint. Just seems to be a remnant of something that was left of this creature itself. So as that is going on and you're wandering, everybody else is kind of grouped up. Jax, you're doing a little bit more, of your own wandering. Those who are closest to the area where you first entered begin to hear the crackling of static. Anybody gonna do anything?
Crackling of static.
We all hear it or no?
You might not. Everybody that would be kind of close to the area where you first came in would.
Would I hear it?
Yeah, you would probably hear it.
Yeah, I would jump out.
I'd be waiting for Zane to pop out.
Okay.
Is there any way to help Zane in this moment?
I offered to send him a message and everyone was like, no.
I mean, that might be the portal there.
Yeah.
But it could also be that creature coming back through.
Don't say that.
Or worse. Or worse.
Or worse. That's a sentence that's frightening.
Yeah.
Doris is still looking for an alternative exit.
Okay.
You said last week that there was like a faint energy of the creature itself just being curious about us. So that's kind of like what I'm looking / smelling.
Okay, so then yeah, that would be like the concentration is where you're at now.
Okay. I'm investigating that whenever we get to that.
Yeah.
Does this energy feel like Zane?
It's very reminiscent. There's only one of you. No, yeah, there's two of you who have hair now. So you would start feeling that. Yeah, your 3 hairs, Dorus. You would start feeling that static pull on your hair for Jackson Soli. So the crackling, you begin to see the fragments of light, but it is faint and kind of flickering in and out. It's not nearly as steady as you're used to Zane's weaves being. Dorus, did you want to do something about the remnant?
You said it smelled similar to the Room of Balance. Does that be like the Arciente's Room of Balance, like from the original?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I will I guess go towards it or like touch it, investigate it further, see if I can find some way to manipulate it to get an entrance or exit out of here.
Okay.
I'm not sure what to do, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Can I try to like somehow converse with the spirits? Or get like some sort of message across to them? I do like some interdimensional Marvel shit.
What are you trying to do, Nemu?
I just want to be able. I really want to try. I want to try to communicate with them for 2 reasons. Number 1, to see if they know a way out, and number 2, to see if they have awesomeness that can help Zane.
Awesomeness that can help Zane.
Some like remnant awesome sauce.
So you do have awesome sauce.
I have awesome sauce.
Y'all have awesome sauce.
I went through the awesome drive-through and they forgot to give me sauce.
You got awesome sauce from the mountain. From Mindrum.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That was just a big explosive thing. I didn't know it was awesome sauce.
Y'all have crystals, and you also have a very large and charged residuum.
Yeah.
Honestly, for some reason, I thought that got consumed by our level up.
Holy shit, maybe we can bring this turtle back to life.
Dude, where do we put this stuff?
Wait
I'm
a
gonna start
second.
digging through my bag.
Okay, I'm going to. Okay, so
Can't put it in its butt.
So you're looking for the crystals. I believe EOA has the.
I'm just
Residuum.
digging through my bag to find anything
Residuum.
that I could possibly.
Okay. Dorus. Is this something you want to try?
I don't have any of the. I have the 2 small vials of residuum, like energy. I don't have the big thing, so I don't think it would occur to him to like try and do something with it here. He's still just like looking for an exit, and smelling this like familiar scent. He's like kind of like honed in on that track right now.
Okay. So, does somebody call out to Dorus to let him know that, or what's going on with the portal with Zane?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that he's not left out of the loop. So
I thought we
you
were
start-
still in the same area.
He was pretty far away. I don't know if he'd be close enough to hear the crackling of the energy. So you're pulling out crystals.
Yeah, I'm going through my bag to make to try to find whatever I can that reminds me of the cave.
Okay. I don't remember who all had the crystals. There was quite a few of them.
I had 2 empty ones that I charged.
Okay. And there was others. There was a bunch of them.
They were small though. They were like handheld
Yeah.
sized.
I took the residuum, and everyone else took like a handful of crystals.
That's what I thought. Okay. So you grab the crystals, and you're not quite sure what to do yet. So I would assume in Nemu's way, you just start like tossing them close to the.
Yeah, I just spread them out along the base of where I think this portal's. I'm like just kind of throwing them down there like caltrops. You know, just spreading them around.
Okay, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
We're getting fried bird tonight.
Yeah. Fried chicken. Owl.
Oh, 18.
Very nice. So as you kind of, as you're looking around and you start seeing the fractures of light and you go over to toss these energized crystals down, an arc from these lights suddenly just shoots off and hits one of these crystals. And you're able to jump back before this arc of lightning also hits you. But you can now see all of your crystals being consumed by the energy being woven on the other side from what you can probably imagine, as you've seen him do it a few times now. And in a burst of energy, the portal expands. Though it's not quite as big as you are all used to. It's maybe 2.5 feet across, 3 foot-ish high. And you hear from the other side, okay, we gotta go, 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 go. Leave, evacuate, come on.
Yeah.
Can we see who it is?
You can hear it, Zane.
You can hear it, Zane. In his voice, he's yelling. His voice is echoing through this entire chamber.
Everyone
Zane!
run for it.
Zane, where are you?
I am where you need to be, exactly right here, right now.
Oh, right. Okay, let's go. Wait, where
We
are
just
we
start
going?
running towards the opening, I'm guessing.
Okay. So Soli is able to slip through. She's not very large. Nemu, not a problem. Chromie. Jax, it's a tight squeeze. Eoway, you know, you kind of have to tuck your tail a bit.
Oh no, Dorus.
There's no fucking way I'm fitting through this.
Dorus.
I run up to it and I pause and I'm like, Prost, Jabash. And I swear in whatever language I speak, and I like try and force my head through it.
So as you force your head through, you get a single shoulder through, and you are stuck. So I would assume Eoway and Jax and Soli begin grabbing onto you and pulling you through. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I I just want to like slap Dorus and I want to turn him into a cloud and maybe that will help him squeeze through.
Oh, very
My
cool.
roll was an 8 total, but the cloud thing would definitely help.
Yeah. So just as you feel the electricity and this energy begin surging through you, you're fluffy. And you just kind of like slip right through. But you still feel the electricity running through you, but it's like a feeling of comfort. You know? It's like internal tingles. It's quite nice, actually. But you make your way. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna grab Eoway by the. I'm assuming you got like a shirt collar or something.
I also have a
Just-
tail.
All right. Well, yeah. I'm gonna just grab you and like pin you up against the wall. What the fuck did you just do to him?
I just startled. Like,
Do I like casually float through the portal as a cloud?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you're literally a cloud for a split second.
Oh, okay.
Can I speak as a cloud?
I don't know. So
I
Eoway
assume
slaps
so.
you. You turn into a cloud. Jax grabs Eoway, spins him around, and slams him up against the wall. And so Dorus, it's like 8 seconds, right? Or 6 seconds, whatever. It's a round. So you could begin talking, and then you immediately like turn back into Dorus.
Like, look behind you, fool.
Yeah. Sorry. I look. You smacked him and he disappeared into a cloud. I might have overreacted.
Is everyone through? Did Rondias get
Sorry,
through?
anyway.
Yeah, Rondon got through.
Oh yeah.
He just kind of
Sorry, I got the name
stands
wrong.
there, and he just like, y'all have really weird friends.
Yes.
I look over at Zane and I'm like, we better close because we don't know what might come after us.
So you look over to Zane, and this is only the second time you've ever seen him for what he is. Generally, he's so full of energy, he's zipping around and may as well be just ball lightning.
Yeah.
But you can now see that most of his energy has completely drained away,
Well,
and his small body, which is mostly covered in this like feathery fur,
yeah.
is barely crackling around. And as he just kind of like pulls a thread, the entire portal disappears. And he's just kind of standing there, a little bit twitchy,
Yeah.
but he's not zipping around at all.
I'm gonna go to Zane.
Okay.
I want to do that, but I also, firstly, I want to examine where we're actually at now.
You are back in the ruins of Wolfden Falls, exactly where you left.
Yeah.
There's still the bodies of the massive creature sitting there.
Oh, we killed it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I believe it was Eoway with the last strike.
Yeah. Yeah, wait, was so
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I-
you did it, I think.
I did it on the
forgot
last
that or
move
missed it
before
or
he
something.
jumped through the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, I'm exhausted, tired,
Yeah.
worn out.
We'll go give Zane a hug.
Yeah, I just like say to the group as I'm like looking around, like assessing, are we safe or not? I'm like, we have to go back for our friends. We could not leave them.
What friends? What friends do you need? Don't you have everybody? I mean, there was always one of you missing.
We
but
do
right
now,
now
but
there's
Jack-
everybody here.
Jackson Sully went to the portal. We had to go after them. There's no other choice.
Yeah. That's what happened. That was in the past. This is now, and everybody's here and safe, and you're back in the ruins of Wolfden Falls.
I don't think I'm
Yeah.
safe. I don't think I'm safe.
Well, we never discussed that anyway. Why did you go through the damn portal?
I don't know. I was just in the heat of the moment. I was with Jax, elk Jax. We went through, and there was some creature that came out, very, very tall creature, and he grabbed me and took one of my spells. I don't know how to do that anymore. And then I think I froze, and some guy was gonna take away my power from my dragon, my ability from that Pyth gave me. So I don't know. I think their name was Tarkalas. I don't know their name, but it was really, really frightening. So
You
yeah.
recognize that name, right?
I don't recognize Tarkalas.
As you say to Carlos, Dorus like kind of like looks to the side and is like, you think that creature was a being, under control of the Carlos?
I don't know who they are. I've never met them. I don't know what they want with me, but they want something with me. They want something to deal with this firepower that I have.
If the Carlos
This guy-
wishes to be spectral of spirit in this realm, I do not know their path to get there or how far they are on this path, but that's what they wish. They told us this.
But why did Jax go through? Jax, why did you go through that portal?
Well, I mean, just got Solely back, and there's this big freaky ass monster. I mean, you can choose to be where the monster ain't, or you can be where the monster is. I chose the latter.
I mean, we were in a ring of fire. Where else were supposed to go? There's nowhere else to go. I
So
couldn't
you
do
went
anything.
through a fucking portal? You realize you could have just ended up from the other end of the universe or some shit, right?
I'm not
Yeah.
certain that's where we were. We could have been in the other end of the universe. We don't know.
We did end
Lots
up
of-
inside of a turtle. That's
The end
weird.
of the universe is a turtle, apparently.
Hey, lots of shit that we do is a gamble, so I took a 50-50 chance of where we would end up.
But saying, do you know them? Do you know
I
what
don't
they
know if
want?
that's how statistics work.
Well, I mean, like 50 chance of there ain't be something on the other side, because here there was 100% chance there was a crazy ass shit here. There's 50% chance it was either empty or there's something else there.
Even crazier ass shit.
I'm gonna walk up and smack him over the head.
You're gonna fly up and smack
I'm
him.
gonna fly up and smack him over the head. Damn it, we needed you guys to fight. We were getting our ass kicked there. We almost died.
I think I
We
could
couldn't
have
all make
handled
it through
it
the
as
damn
I'm
portal.
continuing to bleed.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
luckily
they're
we have
scabbed up a little bit.
Then I'm gonna quickly fly away so he doesn't smack me back.
About to lose some feathers there.
I just go flying across the room. Ow!
I'm being a little restrained after the embarrassment of instantly grabbing Eoway, and because I didn't understand the spell that he just used. So my reaction's a little bit slower in your favor, Nemo.
You have seen me use that before, just on.
It was on
other
me,
people.
so I didn't really understand what I just saw, especially everything that went on. I just saw you smack him and he disappeared. So I'm pretty sure it was on me that you used it. So I didn't understand it then.
Is Zane still flying, or is he like sitting
He's
down
on the
or
ground.
something?
Yeah, I was talking to Zane.
Yeah.
I was trying to
He's
get some
standing.
answers.
Yeah,
Go
he's
over to where he's
standing.
at too, and I ask him if, let's say, Zane, are you all right? Do you need any healing, or do you need any assistance?
No. I just need to get to my realm, my domicile, my home. And I should be okay.
So yeah, what was it? All the stuff that you mentioned about those guys? You don't seem to like them so much. What was it? The cat and the other person, the sentinel and the whatever the hell that other one's called. I don't know what they called themselves.
Wait, my
It's
uncle.
confusing.
You don't like my uncle?
Well, no, I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm just
Oh,
saying,
no,
like,
no,
who the hell
no.
are they?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't the other guy, the witch that you call them. I don't know.
The Wanderer.
The wanderer.
The Wanderer and the cat, yes.
Yeah, the Wanderer. Which one's the Wanderer? And then the cat. What was the cat called? Like
Galen is
Muse
the
or some shit?
Wanderer. Pepper is the cat.
But she's not a cat. She told us she wasn't a cat. I'm
Yeah,
confused.
seemingly is cat, yes.
No,
Are
but
you
the
talking
other
about
name that
the Samaritan?
Pepper- Yeah,
The Samaritan. That's what I was thinking of. That's a weird word.
Wow, guys, it's
What did they do wrong? I heard you say a lot of explicatives about how they basically, and I can't believe I'm saying this word, but pretty much you said, "What the fuck, guys?
So they
You guys suck. I hate you guys. Why did you do this?" And I think
Well,
that's basically in a
I
nutshell.
think you were mad at them for meddling in our affairs.
that's the one. You got it on the snoot.
It's a trunk.
Trunk. It's all snoots.
I mean, there's a beak over there.
That's a beak. That is right.
It's a hard snoot.
Doris just like blows his trunk straight into the ground, so a
Don't
big
snoop.
blast of dust like
Dust.
blows up.
Look. Do we have rules we're supposed to abide by, and they didn't. They broke them. They just decimated the rules, and it put Soli in danger, and that's just not okay.
But like, what rules and who the fuck are you people?
I just people. It's just like you and you and you and you. I really.
Except you have fancy names. There's like Sentinel. There's like Samaritan. There's like whatever the hell the
Wanderer.
other ones are, because I've already forgotten them because I'm a bird and I have a tiny brain.
I want to detect thoughts while they're asking all these questions on him.
On Zane.
Yep.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? So his service thoughts are muddled. While his body is pretty calm. Yeah, exactly. Picture like, you take thousands of colors of grains of sand and you put them in a jar and you shake them up and then you grab a handful and you toss them. As they fall, that is Zane's brain.
It'd just be brown.
Yeah, it would be, or black. But it's just different sparkles of light as they, as these little memories and thoughts sparkle around. He's trying to grasp onto memories of a way to even describe how to put into words what they are. The only thing that you can get is like he's having to like flip through a bunch of stuff to get to like a really far point in the past. So everybody has a job, right? Like we all have work to do, places to be, things to do, right? And their job is to wander, find a place to go, and so the Samaritan, you know, takes care of people. That's what she does. As a cat now, I don't know how that happened because I wasn't there. I was somewhere else.
What do you
I have other
now?
places to be. They're really, really old. And I'm leaving. So the Sentinel can describe it all. Bye. See you in a week.
Thank you for all the help, little one.
He'll just kind of like start pulling at strings and start weaving, and it's taking him way too long. It becomes like an uncomfortable amount of time as he's like trying to leave. You just kind of see little sparks like in his hair across his body. Leaving, I'm going. Bye.
Doris won't try and stop him.
Okay. It takes him a good, like 20 seconds to do what he's supposed to be able to do.
That was like the saddest bye.
No. He's embarrassed.
He's a mysterious little guy, but I don't think he's mean, and I kind of feel bad for him now because he just looks sad.
You should probably wait till he's gone to talk about him.
Oh, sorry.
And he's like, see you in a week. Pop. Finally makes it out. Yeah, just a little pop. So of course that leaves Rondon behind, and he's just looking where Zane disappeared with this look of, really? This is what you're doing to me?
Rondon? That's Sully's uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sentinel,
Like-
yes.
Yes.
So
Sentinel.
I'm gonna turn to him. So who the hell are you people?
I could say the same to you. I could say, who the hell are you people? And that's grouping you all in
Oh my
together, and
God,
that's just
we're
not how
important.
it works.
You guys have designated titles.
What are you Sentinel over?
This place. So I fail to see how you don't
Oh,
think.
hold your horses. You can't be skipping over shit. Not at this point. We just went through hell. How about we get some answers? I think we deserve that much.
I was actually going to just give you accolades and make you aware of the fact that while I may have a title, you all, as a group, hold more importance than I do.
Yeah, but if we all had cool titles and we were a group, we'd even be more important.
Would you like titles?
I'd like a title.
What would
We
you
are-
like your title
We
to
are a
be?
new group. We have a new title. You have ancient title.
That's true. Ours isn't as important. Wait. I want to know, how many groups of us have been around since you started your title as Sentinel? And who promoted you?
In my experience, those with ancient titles are much more knowing, but much less admitting of things that happened in their past or reasons for their being.
You mean they don't tell us shit?
Yeah, they speak in puzzles, and we are left to figure it out on our own.
Who do you work for? Who do you work for?
Who does number 2 work for?
Look, I don't speak in puzzles. I'm not good at it. I'm a fairly straightforward type of person. I was given the title of Sentinel because they left me behind. It is not my choice to be here, nor to continue to be here. I am tied to this place like you all would not even be able to fathom.
So, does that title pass down to Sully?
No.
Oh,
Is Rondon
sorry,
human?
Sully.
Yeah.
Huh?
What
He's
race are like?
Keenson.
Oh, Keenson, that's right. Yeah.
Wolfden Daddy.
I mean, it is kind of sad. All your people are gone, and we keep seeing the ruins, and I don't know. Like, there's just a lot of stuff that seemed to be really cool, but like everything's just dead now, and now we're here like a giant fucking zoo. Just kind of bizarre.
Yes, how do we know we won't walk 10 more feet and another portal opens and a bunch more bullshit files out of it?
Well, we know for sure that Jackson Sully may just willy-nilly run through that shit.
But you survived.
Barely.
Yes, barely. We're not all doing great, okay?
I'm doing fine. My
Seems
health is
if
good.
everyone would have followed us into the portal, we would have been
Which
better off.
we
So,
did.
Yeah, it took your damn ass time to do it.
We were getting slapped around by evil stitched together dildos. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Because you didn't just run into the portal like
What
we
if that-
did.
What if that put us in another dimension and then we never could get back home?
Well, you know what dimension it took us to.
But I
It
didn't
was the
before,
better
neither
choice.
did you.
Hey, it all worked out,
okay.
didn't it?
First off, I
We
don't know
have
that it
no-
was a better choice.
We have no option but to
It's
continue
certainly
forward.
not
Is
my
that
fault.
true?
I'm just like,
Sully's brain is completely screwed
I'm
after
trying
that.
none of
So how do
this.
we know that was a better choice?
Yeah, Dorus is trying to like calm down the aggravated whatever this is conversation.
Yeah, de-escalate it.
and
I'm not
de-escalate it and be
aggravated,
like,
I'm
we
just-
just need to like
I'm frustratedly
move on.
curious.
yeah.
So, is
Okay.
Nemu like puffing up like owls do as they get ruffled? He's turned to a little
Couple
puffball.
feathers popping down.
And I'm
Yeah, I
here.
mean,
And I'm just getting more and more upset hearing all of this. It's like, what are we talking about? You don't know what I saw over there.
that's what I'm saying.
No, hold on. Something took away one of my spells. I can't do it anymore. I don't even remember it. Something
Yes.
was trying to remove my essence, my fire.
Right. So what
Permanently.
would have happened had we all gotten there and we all would have had our shit taken away at the same time? Like, how are we supposed to fight? Why didn't Jax help you? Wasn't Jax there?
I don't know.
Why
It was,
didn't I
it's all
target
blurred.
Jack?
It's all blurred. I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Jax.
I ran in, and next thing I knew, there was a portal, and you guys were jumping through it.
You didn't see
Sully was
Sully
on
at
the
all?
table. Well, she was on the table, but that was after I saw you guys coming
Wait
through.
a minute. Didn't you see me getting picked up by this
Mindfuck?
thing, and getting, just mindfuck, like Nemo said. Didn't you see
No.
that? Why didn't you step in?
We went through the portal, and it was like someone turned out the lights. Next thing I knew was them stepping through the portal again.
No, you have no idea. I don't know if this thing is tracking us. I don't know what they want with me, but it's
We didn't see the person that was attacking Sully when we came through the portal. He was already gone, right? He already like left
Yeah,
by the
he
time
was-
we all
he was
got there.
out.
Yeah, he had
So
left.
I would say, was Sully restrained on the table or like downed in any way or something? when we
So
came
she
through?
would have. She would have just been. By the way, Amelia, I sent you a message.
Yeah.
She would have
I got
just been, like, able to move her body as y'all were coming through. So she was like paralyzed in a way.
Was she
then
on the
as-
ground, on a table?
No, she was on a
chair?
table. She was on one of the, the work benches.
they don't want to. They don't want to.
See, that's like suspicious to Dorus. He would want to kind of know too. Then, like, how did you get on the
Yes.
table? How did you get incapacitated and kind of don't remember the specifics of what happened? Why did-
And Sentinel,
Does Jax not have anything to add? Like, oh my God, she was attacked and tied down. Oh my, like.
and does the Sentinel know who the hell this person was?
Yeah, who was it?
Sentinel, old
Who was
person,
it?
old walker of the land, with great
like-
titles that we'll never get.
Like, I don't.
Well,
it was
once
very
you're forgotten
terrifying.
once you're forgotten from history, you'll earn a title.
Yeah.
And
Perfect.
lose your name.
Yep.
Been there.
Yeah.
So
I guess
as
you
you're
are the general. Is that true, Jax?
What was I?
You are the general. That is your title, no?
I meant the whole losing the name thing.
Cheap car insurance.
I'm still. The jury's out on the whole general thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know who the hell those people were who called me general. So, I don't know.
Something does not quite add up, but I still think we must move forward.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't feel safe here.
We should probably get out of the place where the big giant dead monster is, like 5 feet from us as we stand here talking.
Well, the Sentinel still hasn't answered my question. Your niece got a spell sucked out of her. Do you know what could do that with a weird mask?
Yeah.
Wait, do I know it had a mask?
I think
told
they.
that?
I think that. I think y'all
I think
described
Sully
them.
mentioned
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah. And Tarkalis, who is it? Why do they want my power?
It is a being that wishes to be the spectral of the spirit, but is not yet, as I can tell.
From the description that you gave me, the one who did that to you could be Femin, but
Was-
we're talking a person who is as old as I am. They would have been one of the ones who fed on the spectrals and the other celestials.
Oh, good. Yeah, it sounds like that would have been a great fight.
As for this
Sucking on all of us.
Takarlis, I don't have any memory of that name.
He's an imposter. And I'm pretty sure he's the one holding my sister captive.
He does not have an ancient name. He is from our era.
Well, I don't know how he would have gained any kind of control over the realm of the Shallows without.
Oh, he definitely has control. He continually interrupts me when I try to do things.
What?
But he does not. He does not the spectral of the spirit yet, at least. At this
Well,
time.
and he's preventing people from passing over. That's what I noticed.
Also
Is my
true, yes.
sister was afraid of this person, and they couldn't pass over to wherever people go when they die.
Yeah.
They were just kind of stuck, and they were hiding from this person.
I don't know the answer to that question because I've never been given that grace.
I just know that
Don't
it
you guys
wasn't.
like share information with each other? Those with titles, the titled ones.
It's not. I was never a spectral or a god or a celestial. I was never allowed that kind of privy information.
Yeah. I just know if it wasn't for Zane popping up, I don't even want to imagine what would have happened.
Yes,
You
Zane helped
all-
us both get to you and get out of there.
Do you all understand how rare that creature is?
What,
Zane
the one that we just killed?
or
Zane. The one you
Oh, Zane.
call
Oh.
Zane.
We've been facing a lot of
Oh.
rare creatures lately.
how rare is Zane?
We were
Right.
sent here to do this mission, whatever it is, by Zane and their master,
Yeah.
the balance.
Yeah.
They said
Yeah,
right
yeah,
wing
yeah.
and stuff.
So Soli explained this to me, right? While we were another place. I didn't. I'm sorry, Soli.
Just-
I didn't quite believe that it could have been one of those creatures.
Well, here we are standing before you telling that this is true.
Yeah.
And I've
Very
met
true.
him. So he knows of me.
What are those creatures?
Yeah.
He has an
I mean,
ancient
they
name
seem
too,
to
I am
have-
sure.
I don't know. They don't seem to have titles.
We only know them as Child of Light. They're literally from the
Yep,
realm
Child
of light.
Light, Balance, and so many others that we have dealt
Yeah,
with.
balance I know.
Okay, if there's people from the realm of light and they look like Zane, what's from the realm of dark? Was it that weird freaking monster we fought that was all stitched together?
No.
Oh. Was it the dude with the mask?
No, he would have been any not any of you. Obviously y'all are much better than that, but any person could become like the masked one. You just have to be incredibly awful. And very power hungry.
There's no shortage of awful around here. And
Yeah.
as I say that, I like walk up to the dead giant creature, and I'm looking for like an arm or something that's like sticking out. I want to take a finger with me.
Yeah, go for it.
I cut off a finger and just put it in my pouch.
Yeah, from the
I will take a
especially
tooth.
You'll take it to pick a mouth. Pick a mouth.
Take a mouth.
Yeah, you'll find one that you don't have, or at least no, you'll find one that's a better one of one you do have, which means you'll have to restring the whole thing again.
Dang it.
Dorus, that's easy enough. After all of the necrotic energy that you pumped through it, it had started shrinking and not holding together so well. So Rondon will just kind of look at everybody. Honestly, I don't have all the answers. This here, and he just kind of like gestures to this room around you. This is my realm. This is it. I have kept it safe. I have been here for ages upon ages upon ages. And I can answer the questions that I have information for.
So I don't mean to be like, rude, but if you're like the Sentinel and this place is having a lot of problems that you don't understand, I'm just kind of curious about what you've been doing.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay, as long as we're on the same page. And why did this person want Soli?
Yeah.
Well, she said it was to take her power. I mean...
But why? But what power?
She's dragon gifted.
Oh,
Dragon
that
touched,
power.
as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were asking if I had a dragon companion. I said no. Wait, they don't have one.
Hey, hang on. What the fuck does dragon touch mean?
She was gifted her powers when she was very, very small.
I don't really
from
remember.
one of the dragon kind.
Wait, like, is this one of those things where, like, they did stuff to you as a child?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know how that really works. I guess.
I mean, that kind of shit can mess with your head, especially when you're that young.
But as well, that's a good point. I used to have a very bad temper, and my fire would get out of control. So my mom used to teach me breathing techniques to relax myself and not lose control.
That's a pretty damn good defense mechanism for
Yeah.
future attempts at you. I mean, someone climbs on top of you, blast them with a fireball. That's kind of effective.
Yeah, but I have to be responsible of that fire because it can be very damaging.
I mean, when they're trying to get in parts they're not supposed to,
Oh, of
damage
course.
away.
Of course.
My main concern is this. If it is Femin, how did he find out about her powers? Because Soli was literally shunted from her home because of them. And I can assure you that her family now has not shared that information.
Speaking of dragon companion, where is Nima and Atmos?
Nima just kind of like pops out of Nimu's pack. It's kind of like
Wait. Hold the fucking phone. Hold the phone. Here.
Yeah.
this is like I guess in game time, like in like character time, maybe a month. This is like weeks of things that have never been touched on. It's like that family meeting that you have where nobody ever talks to each other, and then suddenly everything just kind of spews out.
So true.
Soli has special dragon powers.
Yeah.
The weird mask dude wanted special dragon powers. Jax runs into a portal where special dragon powers boy is, and you just happen to be there. Like, you just happen to go through a portal where this guy happens to be.
I mean,
Jack, something is fishy about this.
You're telling me? I mean, whoever sent that thing with the portal, that was pretty good
I
planning.
think you're full of crap.
The hell are you talking about, Nemu?
How did you know? You went into a portal where something that's trying to suck out Sully's life just happens to be?
Yeah, it was shit luck. What can I say?
Shit luck. You know what the probability of that is?
Apparently pretty high. I mean, you said it yourself. We didn't know what was on the other side. I took a chance just trying to keep Sully safe. How am I at fault here?
I'm not sure if that's true. I think maybe you knew what was on the other side.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep, I'm purposely out to hurt her.
But Sully legitimately jumped on his back as well. It could as well have been her wish to go through portal.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else we were supposed to do. I tried to cast a spell and something just absorbed it. So what? I don't know. There was a ring of fire surrounding us. Yes, the two of us and then the rest of you outside of it. And this creature is right in front of us. And then a portal came in. Like, what other option do we have? So I don't know.
Anybody remember where the ring of fire came from?
I thought that was Jack's.
Around the portal, you say?
Might have been a defense mechanism, like the first time I bared out. I didn't even know I could do that shit. So, if you're saying I made a wall of fire, that's pretty fucking sweet. But
You don't remember doing this. We all thought it was you.
I'm not saying it wasn't me. Just still kind of figuring out what I kind of.
There was so much fire, like lots and lots of fire.
I'm just gonna kind of like swat at my at my thingy because it's like buzzing in front of me and like crackling and shit. But I'm gonna like grab it to kind of like move it out of the way, kind of like the kid that walks in front of you when you're playing. Stop! Like, but
Can
yeah,
I roll,
I'm gonna
can I
grab
roll
it.
like a memory check to see if I remember, like, in this ring of fire that he made, who was in the middle of the ring of fire? Because I know I was outside and Uawe was outside. Who was in the middle and was the portal in the middle?
It was just Jackson Sully, I thought.
Us too.
Literally kept everything else out.
Yeah.
And what kind of saving throw did you say I need to make?
Wisdom saving throw. As you smack your memory possibility.
23.
Oh my god.
Yo.
You just jumble
I
up
do
all your
detect
memories.
off on Jax.
Huh?
I do detect off on Jax.
Yeah, you can.
It's a detect thoughts fight, guys.
As you cast detect thoughts,
Some magical wizarding shit going on here.
as you cast detect thoughts, his surface thoughts are exactly what he's telling.
If you get
How the hell am I
detect
supposed to
thoughts
get the truth out of somebody that doesn't know what the fuck they are at any given time?
Jax, as
Like trying to talk to a mouse.
as you grab your possibility, feel a shock. And it's a single sentence that you hear in your own voice. It's easier if you don't fight. But you're not lost in the memory. It's a good question, Silas.
Oh.
You're all welcome.
You know what? If you guys want to paint me as the bad guy for just trying to protect Soli, then fucking do it. You know what? I don't need to prove myself any more than I already have. I got your guys' backs.
Yeah.
Damned if I know if you guys got mine anymore.
I can attest to Jax. I can vouch for him. I mean, it was out of our
You're
control.
right on this. You have had our backs many times, and I personally do trust you. I just am confused about what actually happened.
Why did you grab me when I was trying to help the Roos?
Cause fucking, I mean, think about what we've been through. I don't know who I am. Get connected with you guys. You guys are the only ones I fucking know. Then solely goes off and disappears. Randomly comes back. Like, we gonna lose her again? Like, are we supposed to care about each other? Are we not? I don't know what the hell's going on. And then you fucking smack Doris's shit and he disappears? I don't know, man. I'm just freaking out.
Yeah, I was freaking out too.
So, let me get this straight. So your idea to protect Soli was to cast a ring of fire that you couldn't escape around both of you, and then go into a portal that you didn't know what was on the other side. If truly you didn't know what was on the other side.
I think the main world would be he's trying to escape danger.
But then why cut himself off from us?
Like I said, I might have did the wall of fire thing on accident. I'm still figuring this shit out. I didn't even know
you
I
had
could
wild
do that.
magic.
I mean, it was very cool wall of fire.
It was-
Very,
Yeah, it's
lots
very
of fire,
strong
tons
fire.
of fire. Really
Very,
good.
yeah, it was really pretty impressive.
Look,
Mm-hmm.
I may have
since-
been singed, but I had also singed everything else that was around us.
And you guys saw the first time that I was able to change shapes. I don't
Yeah.
control this shit because I'm somewhere inside of me knows what I can and can't do. Problem is, I can't find it myself. Now, when I did study that one book that they had on the druid shit, that made a lot of sense. I've been able to do more stuff than I knew I could do, but this fire one I didn't read about, but doesn't mean I don't know it, if that makes sense.
Is there a part of you that doesn't know what the other part of you does at any given time?
All right, shit.
Do you lose time and memories?
I think all of us, at least myself included, have had strange memories and remembrances that we did not experience,
No.
but still happened.
All right,
I'm
so
wondering.
shit. I wasn't
Wasn't
gonna-
time.
I wasn't gonna say anything until I knew more about it, but you know how some of the times when we've come across like weird magics, how I just kind of zone out?
Yeah.
As you do nice meditations, this is good for mind and spirit, yes.
Yeah, well, it's some of them aren't peaceful. Like, I see other people there sometimes, and they talk to me as if I'm someone else, that I'm this General Heiko. I don't know if that's actually me, but in other times I've been seeing stuff where they're like, this is the wrong part of him, and how many pieces are in there, how much was he broken. It doesn't make sense right now, but I'm called a different name by other people, some kind of general, and I don't know if that's a real part of me or one of the ones that when they mention like how many of him are there, I don't know what that means, and it's confusing as all hell. Like I said, I was eventually going to tell you guys, but as you just heard, it doesn't make sense right now, unless that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
What if, like, that other side of you, maybe it's not like, maybe it doesn't have our best interest at heart?
Or maybe it's actually just a worthless piece of shit, and this is finally a chance for me to start new. I don't know what those other parts are, and it scares the living shit out of me to find out sometimes. But all I know is you four are the closest thing I got to a family, and damn, I'm gonna do whatever I can to keep you safe. If that's making a bad choice running into a portal that I don't know, then so be it. At least I made a choice, trying to do what's
Yeah,
right.
we made a choice to fight that thing that was in front of us, to try to protect people. You didn't make a bad choice. You made the worst possible choice that you could have made during that time period.
Doris gets up after cutting this finger off and stowing it, and he's like dusting his hands off on his robe, and he turns to the sentinel and is like, "Can we continue forward? Is it still safe here?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this he just kind of looks over at everybody. He seems to be mulling over everything that y'all have been talking about. Soli had mentioned that you had gone to the first one, Temple and Mason, Seat of Land.
Yeah.
All right, so through this portal or through this door is a room very similar to the platform that you found at the top of the mountain. With a few caveats. This would be the seat of water. Now, it's not like you're going to walk into water. You'll just have to see it. You'll see. It's going to be good times. After that, it is all up to you guys because I don't know how to get past that room. That was not something I was gifted with.
Doros just like steadies himself and puts his staff down into the floor with the shield and is like, looks at the door he's like indicating at and is like, "Are we ready then, or do we have more arguing to do?"
Well, I mean, we're pretty close to Antora and Bailey Fjords.
Wait, I'm sorry.
We came here to look at this ruins and see what was here, I think, no?
Yo, we were only in the entrance chamber of the Seat of Water.
Yeah. So it was like this.
Doris clearly wants to go in. Go on.
Yeah. So, he walks up to the door, speaks a few words, and begins gently pushing on the door. And as it opens, we'll go to break.
Break time.
Cool.
Yeah.
into Temple of Water.
Did you say the Temple of Llamas?
Water.
Water.
Llamas.
So
Llamas.
there's a temple within Wolfden, right? Or
Yeah, you've never
Okay,
been
cool.
here. This part of Wolfden Falls would have been visited by scholars and that kind of thing. There may be ceremonies here, maybe even events that happen just to kind of celebrate the people who were here before, you know. But with it behind this door, there technically Rondon and only a few other people you've seen go behind there. So as the door opens, the ground beneath you from this strange stone that makes up Wolfden Falls continues for a few inches until it meets and mingles with rich soil. And beyond that, it is dotted with strange tropical plants, stunted trees, and blooming shrubs that smell like citrus. Beyond that, and all around you, is a dome. Almost like a bubble that's sitting on top of water. Beyond the bubble is reef. It is teeming with life, and this reef itself is built up just top of each other. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. And you see forests of different types of seaweeds just kind of moving as the water currents pull it this way and that. And nestled within, you now see other bubbles, very similar to the one that you're in. And you begin to see that the reef, off in the distance, has a strange form. Spires, buildings, windows, and balconies you can now see within the reef beyond the edge of this bubble.
Is there any animals swimming around it?
It is teeming with life here.
Cool.
Any underwater creature that you would think that you would ever imagine, maybe beside...
Like giant octopus or something.
Yeah, I don't know that you would see the giant octopus.
Jax
What's
is
that
just
thing
like,
with
I'm a
an ugly
shark now.
face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, cool. All right, I've got more sea creatures that I could turn into.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
ideas.
Rondon walks forward as everybody is just looking around, not saying anything, just still seeming to be thinking about everything that's happened in the last few hours.
Yeah.
Blobfish, what the fuck is that? Yeah.
Real quick, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are the buildings that you're talking about, the balconies and windows and stuff, are they in the water or are they in the other bubbles?
They are in the water. They are made of the reef that is just stacked on top of each other, on top of each other, on top of each other.
I think I would, if it's just quiet, I think I would ask the Sentinel about them, ask Rondon about them. Like, who lives over there?
No one now.
Do they look broken down like they've been underwater forever?
You can see that there's quite a few, like sea anemones and that kind of thing. What we would see, you know, like in the outer world being vines that would have grown over weeds. It's sea anemones and fans and different types of corals that you could see block some of the windows and the entrances. The balconies of places that are close to you. The reef has grown out of control, and you know, some of the areas are just kind of overgrown and tumbling down a bit.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah. There was once a few species that lived under the water. Very, very dissimilar to Aquios to the west. More elven type species.
Was it like we just like went through a doorway and there was just water on all sides?
Yeah, you just like walked into a bubble.
So we had to go through the door though? Like we're
Yeah.
walking right now?
Yeah.
Alright,
Hey, Nemu, can I go through this door?
Do whatever you want, buddy.
I'm just gonna smirk.
I'm gonna have my face as he's saying that. I'm gonna just look behind him, Rapon. I'm gonna have my face like plastered to the bubble, looking at all this, all the lights and stuff. I'll just kind of look behind and be like, "Do whatever you want, buddy."
Doris
I got my
tries
hair
to
and
like
face is, like,
sigh
at the
under his
bubble.
breath, but it's audibly visible, and he's like,
Yeah. So Nemu, as you stick your face up against this bubble, you feel it change shape. It is flexible. So of course your beak doesn't pierce through. It is incredibly unique and strange. But now that your eyes are right up against the whatever this film type thing is, you feel as if you're part of what is all these fish that are swimming around you and these schools just kind of spinning around. A massive shark is over and lower to you on the left, just seeming completely oblivious of you. Though, you look like you could be nothing but a toothpick. Yeah, chicken. And your focus just kind of goes to these structures as Ronan is describing the peoples who used to live here. And you kind of notice a lot of similarities in the coral that is still been lovingly grown very specific ways to the ruins within Wolfden Falls itself. You can probably assume that the oldest buildings in Wolfden Falls were underwater at some point. Which is strange considering you're on top of a mountain, but you did all witness the memory at the seat of land, where they showed all the changes they made to Avonvon itself. This way. The thing, it's right over here.
Okay.
So he guides you on into this, just through a few plants. There's a nice little walkway. It looks to be well traveled, but you know nobody has traveled here for years at least. And he just kind of steps up onto stone, but as you look closer and match it up to the surroundings here underwater, you notice that it's all just dried coral and grown in very specific patterns to mimic the platform that was in the Temple of the First Ones in Mazend, just out of different materials. So this is the thing that you guys are supposed to do things with. Soli told me that you did things with the thing in Mazend, right?
Yes.
yes, we will take a look.
Do we see like a beam of light?
Make a perception check for me. Everybody does start seeing it as soon as you step onto the platform.
First roll of the night. This is going great. 4.
4. You see the weave, and as you step onto the platform, it's kind of faded and doesn't. It's like you can't tune into it. But the closer that you get to the inner column, it becomes more and more apparent. However, everything is moving so chaotically. Unlike those very gentle swirling and weaving of the runes and the symbology within Mazend, you can't even tell what's going on. It's like somebody made alphabet soup with this shit.
Can I pull out my notes and compare it to the notes that I took from the ruins and stuff on the walls at the Mason Hollow Temple and try and find anything that looks similar, or like I could start to read part of it with those notes?
Yeah, investigation?
18.
18. So it is headache inducing how fast everything is moving.
Like it's physically changing in front of us, or it's just undecipherable?
It's it's constantly moving and shifting. It's like somebody just scrambled everything up and left it swirling in the air.
Okay, I thought you said it was like dried coral or something. But
Oh no, the ground below you
That's
is
just
dried
the ground?
coral, but the column
Okay,
itself,
gotcha,
the column of the weave. I'm sorry, I was not very specific. It was a column within a column for the weave itself.
and it's like wet, or like looks wet.
No, it just looks like somebody took all of the runes of the arcane symbology, all those runes and those symbols that made up the weave within Mazend, and scrambled them. As you begin to like, you're looking from your journal to the weave, and Rondon is like, well, I can't see anything. So is everything okay? You all look a little worried. You're trying to compare the notes, and then you start to see a pattern of the changing. It's not completely random. It's almost as if it is to the beat of a drum. Doom, doom, doom. And every single time this unheard thrum hits, everything shifts and changes, but it's very rapid. And you can begin to see the same patterns that you saw within Mazend.
Is this similar?
But then
to
they
the
shift
chant?
when it changes.
Yeah, it's like a pulse that's just constant pulse over and over and over and over again.
Is it similar to the chant?
No. I will give everybody a single clue. You all wondered what happened when you did a thing.
From the
Yeah, the
mountain? We
mountain.
took the thing from the mountain? Yeah.
What happened when you released the power from the mountain?
It's a
I don't think
drum.
we know. We got kidnapped for 4 days or whatever.
Yeah, you
the-
set a beacon. But also, that was a shitload of energy being blown and absorbed by that mountain that was being funneled downward, which now is it was being funneled into the water, which now is not being funneled. It is still being absorbed and brought into a single place, and going up.
Can I try to like feel the water?
Yeah, you can walk to the edge of the bubble, though you can push and push on it and it doesn't break.
So I can't like enter the water at all.
If you were to stand on the platform and wish yourself to be in the water,
You know what? I'll do it. What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know, you could drown.
I'm good.
Roll
Let's
a
do
D100
it.
for me. Yeah.
100. Where's my die? I just dropped it on the floor. That's great.
Perfect. That one wasn't needed.
I got another one. 46.
46. Damn, straight in the middle. So, let me roll a timer. Load. $69. Not much better. However,
Nice.
Nice.
so as you're standing on the platform and you know that it generally belongs, like you can make it do things with your will, and you're wondering what it would feel like to be in the water, and you're like, that would be really cool to be in there. The weave pulses with energy, and Dorus, the first thing that you spot as you're studying it against your notes is you're able to find the weave that belongs to this seat, because it suddenly becomes incredibly brilliant. And then you're no longer breathing air. You all just begin to slowly float.
Wait, all of us, or just
The whole room just filled with water. You weren't specific whether you wanted to be in the water, like you wanted to go to the water, or just be in the water.
Oh, that was the 46.
That was the dead set in the middle, and it just kind of tipped over to the other side.
I flip around holding my notebook and look at him, and I try and talk to him. Can I talk? Just
Air
bubbles?
escapes.
As I'm seeing everyone like starting to panic, like, change your bag, change your bag.
Okay. It does, it's like just a few seconds as you see Dorus begin to talk and all his air escapes. Everybody's like, what's going on? And you just kind of like reach down with your tail to touch the platform that you're now kind of floating up of, and water's gone. You're a little wet. A little damp.
Maybe let's
Cleaner.
take things a bit slower if we can.
That was not my intention.
Yeah.
So Nemu, Soli, Jax, what are y'all doing?
What are the runes and stuff on again that are flickering around? What are they? What do I see them on?
So there is a pillar of, it is a pillar of magic that you see. It's the exact same thing that you saw within Mazend. It is not a physical thing, though you can manipulate it with magics. So it goes up, and you can see the weave going up. So at this moment, you can faintly see what would be the weave that goes around all of Avonvon, but it seems to be incredibly high, and it is obviously distorted from being underwater. When you cause TPP. But the pillar itself of these magical runes, the outer pillar and the inner pillar, they are constantly shifting, whereas before you could see them finely woven in into like masses of symbols made of symbols, and it seemed some of them were broken, but not, you were able to make sense of it. At this moment, everything is moving. Roll perception for me. $11. I don't know if you would because the pulse is so fast, I don't know if you would be able to perceive it at this very moment.
I want to touch it.
Okay. Roll a charisma saving throw for me. Jax, what are you doing?
I'm right up against the wall of Bubble Dome and just kind of staring out into the water, just kind of taking it all in, and just really, like, in my own head, frustrated about why I don't remember what happened back there. It's just really bothering me because apparently that lack of gap had some repercussions that one of our teammates now has had stuff taken in. I don't remember shit from it.
Okay,
Insert few seconds of drowning.
yeah, I know. It's like, bleep, bleep. Though, as your frustration, well, more like your inner turmoil builds, and you keep thinking back to these blanks of what happened, once again, like your possibility seems incredibly disrupted, even more so here. So let's see. Make Make an insight check. And Nemu, 14, right?
Nat 1 for 4.
Oh.
Digital dice hate me. I gotta stop rolling these.
Okay, so you have a couple of things that you can do to give yourself advantage. I can't tell you what that is. As your possibility is going insane. Why isn't your roll on here? Are you rolling private again?
Well, with my frustration and with the thing going nuts and just fine, and I'm just going to do, since I've never been underwater or wherever in this type of places, I'm going to do my little special druidy thing that I do.
Very cool. Okay, so you sit down to connect with the non-land. Nemu, as you reach in, it doesn't hurt. But you can feel that chaotic energy within yourself begin to rapidly pulse. And you can feel it being pulled in every direction. Make a roll on your portal is like Sealand. It is. Soli, what are you doing?
So Monk goes here, right? Or is in the portal door? He's not here.
Well, yeah, he did walk in here. Yeah. He's just standing there. He can't see what you guys see.
Okay, so
he's not that special.
Yeah, for me, he's very special.
This is true.
So he just sees like a bubble with big, like, flat area in the middle, no beam of light thing, right?
Yeah, he knows the lands and the plants and the bubble and what's beyond, but he cannot see the weave.
So
that is not one of his abilities.
I don't know, investigation. I don't know if it would have been perception, but I'm just like trying to see something that, I don't know, something unique, something that is out of place.
So, as Dorus, what happened with you? You can see any invisible creature if you have line of sight of it. That's so random shit.
There's a bunch of invisible fish that are suddenly
there's a bunch of
chock
invisible
full.
No, not jellyfish. What are those
Flumps.
The flumps. They actually look like kind of flumps. The nautilus.
Those ones that dig themselves into the sand that you can see them all.
Yeah, so the little nautilus type things and like types of squid. You're just looking up, following the weave, and you realize there's some really strange creatures up there that you shouldn't be able to see. Not that you would ever really want to see them, because in case you end up in there.
Well, that's weird.
So
I'll just kind of describe what I'm seeing to everybody.
Soli, you're watching Dorus look through his journal, looking at the weave, trying to, move around it and see what's going on. There's the only thing unique about this is the fact that it is a jumbled mess. I believe they told you what happened in Mendrum Mountains, where they found that the mountain itself was siphoning, or not siphoning, it was, what's the word? It was like a battery for energy from the wind that was slamming against the edge of the mountain. And it was pulling all of that and sending it down into these pools of water below, used long ago for other things. Anyway, so they did things with it, and it's no longer doing that because it was causing a lot of problems. So now it's shooting up and hitting the weave itself, which is causing all of this insanity. What is everybody's goal here? You don't have to change the weave or alter it in any way if you do not wish to. You can choose to go to the seat of water and then make a decision after that.
I would like to go to the seat of water. I don't want to disturb the weave. I don't
think we didn't really have to like fix anything here, did we?
Not necessarily. I would say the only thing that you had noticed previously, and Dorus, as you're going through your notes, you find the note about how the Weave of Spirit was very much being tampered with, from what you could deduce. That weave would be quite a bit more pronounced than many of the others. I believe it was red. And there's parts of it that seem to be holding together better than all of the others.
Could I see like if Savell like did anything here, like tampered with anything?
Yes. Investigation.
Well, I'm really good at those. 2.
A 2.
So you could sit there and say that you need to stop using your digital dice.
So
They clearly haven't helped.
But let's see if I roll
at all.
Let's see if I roll here. 13.
That's better. It's better. Jax, how long was that meditation? How long did it take to kick in?
Spend 10 minutes in meditation.
10 minutes. Okay.
To connect.
Yeah, that would have been fine.
Okay.
And as far as what we want to do, I think Nemu would be. I think he kind of reached into that thing to try to see. Like, I think he wants to do what we had talked about last week. Especially after like doing something and then he started seeing shit again.
Yeah.
He's like,
done.
I really want to. Maybe I can fix it here. I think that's one of the reasons he touched.
Gotcha.
Knowing that it's all contaminated with energy surge.
Okay. Right. So, as EOA's looking around, Jax, your meditation, you sink deep into your meditation. Beyond the dome, for the majority of it, it is just, everything is so peaceful. And it seems as if every creature that your mind touches has purpose. At the very edge of your perception, you feel the energy of the coral of part of a ruin you can't physically see. The creatures that make up coral work together to create a structure. And this coral has memories of being molded and nurtured into forms that could be used for others, though they've forgotten how to do so. It has been so long. The area of the platform where the weave is, the plants here don't have a memory of anything different than just being, as if they are everlasting. This is their purpose. This is what they do. They are here. Every so often, though it's been a while, people come in and admire them. They release spores into the air to make it smell sweet, though they can't smell it. They've been told by people who come here that it's a place of peace. Though something's gone wrong in the last few days. The energy that they are able to connect with, to communicate in their own way with the rest of Avonvon, has been disrupted. And they're not able to connect in any meaningful way outside of here. But you don't get any kind of idea of like disruption, or if Savelle did come here, it doesn't seem that she was able to make any meaningful changes that caused any memory of the life around it.
Hearing those plants like talk about having a purpose, Jax is just gonna resonate on that and be like,
shit. Even plants know their purpose, but I don't know mine. There's gotta be something to this.
and he's gonna go again at trying to grab the orb and figuring it out.
Okay, roll with advantage. Solely as you're trying to, as you just kind of settle in on the idea that this isn't something that you want to tamper with. It looks like y'all have done enough tampering already. It's kind of that mindset.
Yeah.
You think about being in the seat of, like, within the seat of water, within that space itself. And everybody, that strange, it was like a pinkish light in Mazen. But the light here is more of like a turquoise blue. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It slowly kind of filters up. And then slowly, you disappear.
Not again.
You all are very familiar with this.
Yeah.
Very, very familiar. There would be nothing frightening about this if you were able to will yourself to a place. There is really only two places, or one place that you were ever able to do or to go at the Temple of the First Ones, and that was to that single room until you connected with Imrosi, and then you were able to go to his room.
Can I immediately follow?
Can you immediately what?
Follow? Since I was right
Absolutely.
there.
Yep.
Just because I'm curious what it looks like. Is it like a puff of smoke? Is it like disintegrated into little particles? Like, what does it look like?
No, it's just this light that kind of diffuses the area around your feet, and it just kind of pulses and shrinks away. Like it's feeling your intentions and then grabs onto him and takes you with it. So the light once again comes up and then leaves with Eoway. Oh, well, that's different.
I have a couple questions I'd like to ask the two left here with me.
Yeah.
First of all, Nimio, can you swim?
I wanted to ask, because I have shape water. Could I use shape water to push the
Like, make
water
the
away
water
from
air?
my face? Like, make a...
You're
If you go on
underwater,
ahead.
An
Okay.
underwater jet stream just for you to fly in?
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't really get opportunities to swim all that often. I can't imagine I'm great at it, but I don't think I would drown either.
It would appear that our friends have found a way inside the seat. So it would be.
Okay, Jax, you roll that. Don't take my roll. Roll insight with advantage.
I did. I got an 11.
Oh, okay.
I tried my physical dice and it was only a little bit better.
That's okay. It's better than the 7 I rolled.
Can't fight fate.
I know. Jax, as you grab the possibility, there's a few things. One, the possibility itself isn't going to hold any previous memories that weren't left in your head. However, you hear and you feel, you don't hear the words, but you hear the intent behind the sound of the words that were spoken. And that was the very first sentence that you heard when the portal opened. and you feel this shift within your mind. As if a door opens, you walk through, and it closes behind you. And behind that door is a void. But with an 11, I don't know if you're going to be able to get much more than that.
Interesting.
Sully and Eoway, as soon as everybody gets there, I'll describe it for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, is Jack still in the room with us?
Yeah, he's still there. It's not that big.
I've just been meditating in the corner.
I look over at him. Can I, like, nicely break him out of his meditation? I just want to talk to him and be like, "Can you take a look at this? You have a good history with runes, yes."
Oh.
Our others have already left. We can follow them, I think, when we wish. But I would love to know if you can make any sense of this. They seem to be changing.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I'll go take a peek.
Okay.
You too, Nemo. If you have any insights, it would be very welcome. I want them both to look at the wall, the pillar, and I wanted to point out how it's changing, kind of with a rhythmic thing.
Okay. Nemo, as soon as he points it out, you have a very strong memory of that feeling from Mendrum Mountains. And the pulse that you felt, like, echoing through your body as your magic released. One of the things that you do remember from the mountain itself is that there is a level of energy that can be held within a body, whether that be a person or a thing, before it has to go somewhere. I don't know how much pain you're willing to go through to overload yourself for the energy within you to be pushed out. But you remember very vividly what happened when you removed that ball of that metal, or that or the gem, or whatever it was within the mountain. What happens to energy when it just overloads?
Would I get a sense that something is changing? Like, would I feel like what I was trying to do is being accomplished, or would all I feel is just uncomfortable pain? Because if I felt like something was happening, then I would probably continue to do it. But if I just got the feeling that it was like sticking my finger in an electrical socket, then maybe I wouldn't do it.
Roll a D100 for me. Jax. Depending on how you want to go about this, I'm looking at your character sheet. I don't know. I was going to say roll Arcana, roll History, or roll Investigation. They are all -1.
Hey, it's just the character. You never know. I could roll good.
I
just
know.
need to roll good for once. So.
Yeah, I know. So you choose, and then pick.
Can I do guidance on myself?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna kind of psych myself up. Just be like, mistakes happen.
Yeah, just like I just told him he's good at like learning about the rune things. I feel like that's me encouraging him.
I can read the runes. It's just reading the runes. And he's gonna do. I guess it doesn't matter because it's all the same. So.
Yeah.
Physical dice or digital dice?
I don't know. They've both been poisoned tonight.
Screw it. Yeah. Woohoo!
That's
17.
17. Hey, Nikki, you brought good luck. 17. As you are looking over the weave, and Dorus is pointing out where he sees the seat of water's thread going through, and pointing out where the weave of spirit is itself, the one that you were all a little bit concerned about last time that y'all had seen this, the energy pulse is feeding the weave in a way that is causing chaotic mixtures to happen. The only one that seems to be holding in any kind of form before breaking apart into others are parts of the weave of spirit. You can assume that that is because somebody is either actively working on it or has done quite a bit of strengthening of it since you were first, or since the last time you saw the weave in Amazon. The weave of water is strange, though it does get mixed up in others. It doesn't have the same effect of the runes and the symbology around it. It's almost as if it's kind of in a type of stasis, but still being able to be moved and manipulated. The weave that was written to cap energy to prevent the levels of arcane from being part of Avenvon are fracturing. And the first one that is going to make it through these fractures is going to be spirit, which is the Shallows and take Carlos.
Well, we got ourselves a real situation. So when I was meditating, basically the plants, like, they don't feel connected to the rest of the planet. Like usually everything's kind of connected in like one kind of world mind type feeling. I don't know, but they're disconnected from it. And then looking at these runes, it's not good. I mean, look right here. Like this one, it's fractured. And then all this other shit points out all this stuff.
And Doris looks and kind of examines what he's talking about and is like, I think it's something we need to repair. It's just part of this place as it works.
I mean, I don't see it as much different than the last one that we fixed, and nothing too horrible has come from that yet. Maybe there might be more inside for us to be able to make that decision, but it's definitely not as obvious as the last one, but it's definitely needing some help.
Well, maybe we should just follow our friends then and see what is inside and figure it out from there, yes?
I'll just follow you guys. I've made enough decisions today.
Let's go. Please go on after them. Nemo, do you see anything weird? Doris clearly wants to be the last one to enter.
Okay. Oh. Okay, we'll revisit that. Okay, we'll revisit that then. What were you asking?
You guys are gonna have to
Doris?
put your computers in different rooms because all this secret stuff is like.
No. So he had asked about if he had felt any of the energy being drawn from him when he stuck his wing or his hand into the weave, and I told him that there was a bit. He felt drained even more, but he has no spell slots left, so he's already drained. There's
Gotcha.
nothing for the weave to take. So they're discussing what's going on with the weave.
I don't think we're getting any like notifiers or like warnings that this place has been tampered with horribly.
No.
Weirdly, right? Like I think Doris trusts it right now.
Okay. Well, let's get into like.
Yeah, and I want to be the last one in if I can, and I want to tell Rondus or whatever his name is. I want to be like, there's a great power here, and he probably also saw them disappear, right?
Yeah, he's just kind of like. Soli did fill him in on what she had been up to.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so he was aware of the stuff that happened, but seeing people just because he can't see any of the energy. He is not.
Right. And I just want to
magically
reassure
adept.
him, like, I want him to be, like, not weirded out by us all disappearing. So I'm like, do not leave. We will be back shortly, I'm sure. Trust in the weave.
Should I just sit
And
here?
then I
and
try and go through.
Make lunch. Okay.
I don't wait to answer him. I just go through.
Okay. So you will yourself into the seat of water. That turquoise green light infuses. Gone. BOA, are you following? Oh, you're there. Jax, you following?
Oh yeah, I went in before Doris.
Okay. You're going?
He doesn't trust anything anymore. He's like conspiracy
He doesn't
theorist
trust
101.
anything. So they don't know what to do right now. They're hoping to find more answers within the room.
Right, but I'm trying to do my own thing, so I'm not
Okay, so
fair
everybody
because-
disappears.
Okay, well, I'm still holding my hand in an electrical socket.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
No adult supervision.
No adult supervision.
What
Rondon
happens
is
if you
there.
remove all the adults? Well, that's true. He's
Rondon
probably
is there.
super confused.
Nima is with you.
Yeah, I'll just say
Or-
Durus thought he already went through and just thought he was the last
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. You know, in his quiet way. You're probably frustrated with him too. So you all step through. This room, I guess, is, you would assume that it is in one of the buildings that you saw. It is a formal type structure, though you can tell that what walls are not covered with fans and anemones that seem to be waving in water that isn't here, and other just beautiful colored plants and creatures from the ocean around you, that there's a sense of space, though you do have walls around you. There is three things that are a little bit out of place. There is an easel, and on this easel is an unfinished sketch of some kind. There are piles of pages and pages of art and canvases and different kinds of papers scattered everywhere. You find a desk-ish haphazardly off the side of the middle of the room. And on it are multiple types of pens and charcoals, paintbrushes, though in the very, very center it seems to be cleared out. And in the center is a very interesting marker or paint pen thing. A pipe and a scroll. I have dropped a letter in the thing for you. I will read it out loud in just a second. Nimu, you kind of step back a bit as you see these brief flashes of light, feeling even more and more drained, especially after seeing these creatures above, around you, through the bubble within the ocean itself. And you're done. You don't know what this is going to do to you, but you just step into the chaos of the weave itself.
Yeah, I think after being in, like, the first place that we went to, I had a pretty big hand in modifying it. So I think, like, his idea is like, well, I know the power that's contained in this, like, you know, we know what the weave is. So
I think you would know, though, also that we're just investigating right now. We're not trying to do anything to affect it right now. We're just looking around, right?
Yeah. No, he would have.
We're not trying to mess with it yet. We're just looking in the room.
Yeah, he would have Nima would have an understanding of what you all are trying to do. He's trying to do something completely different. As you step through, or step into the weave, I need you to roll again on the wild magic table.
You
There's a
fireball
lot-
yourself, and no one's
I
around
know,
to save
I know.
you.
Rondon is there, though he
Yeah,
doesn't have
but-
any magic abilities. So there's a think of an organized mind artist's room, though made of coral, and there's just, you know, those random plants and strange fans and stuff like that kind of attached to the walls. You know, some of them seem to be placed in a weird pattern, like a sun, though they've grown a little bit since then. There's a couple of tables strewn around. You see no formal chairs, but there's a couple of stools, some of them at different heights. One of them just kind of thrown off into the corner, and it has a stack of books on there. The biggest thing that you see that's a little bit strange to this room itself is a very, very large chest. We'll get back to that. Wild magic.
78, I have turned myself into a sheep.
What?
Unless I resist, unless I fail the saving throw. So I don't know what the
None of us
polymorph
are there
save
to
is.
help you.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
Yeah, what's the polymorph save?
That is hilarious.
This is great.
Wisdom save to your own DC, I would assume.
Oh no.
Oh god.
It's so good. Okay, so I'll start reading out the letter. It says, not even close, you're a sheep. So, from the...
That's so great.
In my mind, it'd be like, this fucking magic, and it would come out like, back, back, back. Back, back, back.
Oh my god.
I feel like Rondon would do something. What does Rondon do when this happens?
He would.
Laughing his ass off. He'd be laughing his ass off is what he'd be doing. That's what I'd be
He
doing.
doesn't know what to expect. He just kind of, you would hear him. He
I
just
did my
kind of,
best to
like,
give us all this cool outro, like we're gonna go inside now, bye. And
I
you were
know.
like, I'm a sheep now, whatever.
he just kind of looks up and he's... She didn't say anything about that before. Are you okay? Nemu?
Oh my god.
Damn it. This is...
That's too
Okay.
good.
Serious face.
There's no more serious.
No, we're done.
None of us know that he's a sheep, right? So
No, nobody knows shit. From the once, this is the scroll that was found on the desk, the area that was cleared. From the once anchor of water, it is my understanding that any who make their way here have been marked by the threads of fate. To aid you in the trials ahead, you may choose an item from those in the chest. You have been warned before. If you have not been warned before, consider this your warning. The anchors failed. The spectrals failed. We were arrogant and believed this place to be our playground. The powers we played with twisted the minds of those we were meant to protect. They turned against us and took us apart, piece by piece. Not metaphorically. Our friends, allies, families, and companions from elsewhere were taken with us. I hope you are able to perceive the weave. It was made to create something grand, and in the end, we had to hide our masterpiece. It now holds back unimaginable terrors. Creatures we ended up being a beacon for, feeding on the magic we acquired, the pain and suffering we allowed. Here, I am meant to tell you not to interfere. However, I will not do so. Do what we refused to do. Destroy it. We were too weak to do so. Not in power, but in honor. Something still many refuse to learn. We are above it, you see. There is no honor to be held when conducting an experiment. It is a thing to be created, torn apart, recreated, perfected. Release Avenvon to its own fate. The ways live beyond the weave. The weave is nothing but shackles to the bind, puppet strings for our manipulation. We will destroy again, create again. We are lost. Haldenem, anchor of the endless cycle, betrayer to all we create. What did you roll?
Well, you see, up to 3 creatures
About
that I
that.
choose within 30 feet of me take 4d10 lightning damage. So if I hold it back, it's up to 3 creatures that I choose. And if I don't choose any, because
Isn't there fish?
Are you about to kill Rondon?
no, I wouldn't
No,
be
he
able to
can't-
kill that guy.
He has to choose. He
You
has
don't
to
get
choose
to
him.
choose though. But if you don't choose,
So it'd be like trying to hold back, like having to pee really bad.
I should roll a d6.
I'd be like trying so hard not to fucking shock everybody.
do not murder this guy. I'll be so mad.
He has to choose him, so he can't.
6.
A 6. Okay.
I didn't like that face.
Oh no, that's not right.
Oh
Right?
no.
Bruh.
Oh no.
Wait, that's not right.
We just come out and there's like a smoldering mass of ashes, and then a
Wait,
sheep.
I have to check the map.
No, he deleted a town off the map. No.
Just the kid playing on the shore side.
Ultimate power.
We're so screwed. We're the villains now.
We just like come out and
That's blue.
Wolfton Falls is
That's
just
not right.
an apocalyptic wasteland.
Yeah, all the
Wait,
fish are dead,
let's-
floating in the water.
This like blackened, like electrified fucking owl.
It would be a sheep.
Well, yeah, for a minute, I guess.
Oh, I just imagine like all the fuzz on your sheep body is just like going all over the place.
Okay, so this has got to be. Okay. The same place, not the right. Okay, sorry. Nobody would see this, but there's a part of the weave that is this deep blue, almost purple, that becomes energized, and a few of the symbology and the arcane symbols begin to reconnect and solidify within this.
Pretty cool.
Quite a bit, actually. Roll again for me. So, this wild magic. So lightning just explodes from the wool of the sheep and begins Rondon would see the energy pulsing and being brought into this strange whirlwind of something he cannot perceive. God damn it, he's laughing. Okay, what are y'all doing inside the room?
Oh, we're cutting to us.
Well,
Oh god.
I'm gonna miss
Yeah.
this.
Going to the chest.
I feel like we shared the letter, right? We all read the letter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess we'll just investigate the chest if there's nothing
Okay.
else. I'll take.
So
For a key.
there are a few things on the table itself. Let me hide that real quick. I got something else I'm gonna put up.
I am Pikachu.
So sitting on the table,
The pipe and a marker thing.
yeah, there is a pipe, there is a set of paints, and this like marker, but also kind of like a paintbrush type thing. All 3 of them, those that are arcane adept can tell they are magical. They are not part of the loot if you wish to take these as well. If you want to take a moment to study those after you get in the chest, that's fine. You all did notice that in this room there was quite a few stacks of books. Within the chest itself, there are 5 books. There is a ring. There is an origami animal. They're cycling on the screen. There's a folded net. There's a bracer. There's a couple of coins, but they're in the shape of an eye. A strange mace with like a little globe of water with a fish inside. A scroll, though it is not, you are not able to roll it up. It's in a Mobius strip. A ring, a greatsword, and a shield. So
Do you have these in Google Drive or something?
I do. Let me
Is there no key?
oh yeah, there would be a key in there too.
Yeah, Dorus wants the key.
Okay. Trying to get this to player
Key
handouts.
master.
New folder. This is Wada. There are some items that I'm going to change the description slightly. The stuff that they do. So I'm not going to drop the cards of most of them. But I will give brief descriptions of the items that you are most interested in immediately. Obviously the key, Dorus, you already know what the key does. What are you doing?
Well, you see, a unicorn controlled by the DM appears in a space within 5 feet of me. It disappears 1 minute later. There's now a unicorn in the room. I finally got my unicorn.
Okay,
Is it a seahorse too? So it's a
it would definitely be a seahorse unicorn.
A scenicorn?
A scenicorn.
Unicorn.
Seacorn?
seacorn?
Sunicorn?
So this incredibly beautiful and majestic
You guys
seahorse
can't see.
that nobody can see but Rondon kind of pops into existence and just looks up, looks over at the sheep, hears, looks over to Rondon, and just shields himself, just in case, you know, something's gonna happen.
Random fucking unicorns. Like, where am I?
Rondon looks up. He just meets the eyes of this creature and he's like, I don't know. I can't help you. There's nothing I can tell you that will make this any easier. I have no idea what is going on. There is a sheep that used to be an owl. Owlin. There's, our friends disappeared into the ground, I think, or the water. There's where the water. We're around, surrounded by water. I'm assuming you belong in the water. So he just ends up having a conversation with this unicorn as he waits. He has a fucking electric sheep Pokemon. Okay.
Yeah. I love the whole double pet.
Nimu, as this energy is being pulled from you over and over and over again, it's so incredibly fast. But at the same time, you don't feel the passage of the brief moments. It is just an endless surge through your mind. You feel the arcane slipping away from you over and over and over and over again. And you're not able to do anything. A, because you are literally trapped within the energy of this weave. And B, because you're a sheep. But you can feel this energy pulsing off of you and pulsing off of you until suddenly you are completely drained. You fall back out of the weave. Your form changes into that of your owlin form. And you look up. And there's your seacorn that you have been dreaming about. Though it, might not be the unicorn that you were wanting. But it is one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen as it shimmers with this magical field around it.
Is it a mermicorn?
Mermicorn. And it looks down at you, and in your head you hear, "Are you alright?"
What the hell? Where did you come from? Wait, am I still a sheep?
No. Is that what that creature was?
Man, that was weird. And that hurt. And I'm tired. But did you swim through the bubble?
No. I'm pretty sure that you called me here, though I'm not really sure why.
Oh, it was just to have a friend, to say hi. Are you a good friend?
I can be.
Oh, good. You look like you could be a friend.
But I don't know how long I'm going to be here. This is really weird.
Can't imagine it's for long if I summoned you on accident.
Is there anything I can do for you? Are you hurt?
I guess I could use a little energy, maybe?
A little energy?
Or like, I don't know. I kind of feel like I need a beer. I don't think I've ever had one of those.
So you kind of feel like a pulse of healing energy. Though there's no wounds to heal itself, to heal. Can you walk, fly, swim? What is it that you do with the things, the appendages? Kind of like my little fins here.
So I'm an air creature. You're a sea creature.
Well, I know what I am.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was presumptuous.
Well, air creature of air. It was nice to meet you. Next time just send a message.
Do you want to have tea?
What?
I don't even think I have tea.
But you know a friend who makes great tea.
Yeah.
That sounds good. The only person I know that can make tea is gone again. He went through another portal.
Well, I'm sure that you'll be able to follow him if you were able to call me. Next time.
Always going through portals. That one.
Just call me, okay?
Okay. What should I call you? Do you have a name?
I do. Somebody give me a good seacorn name.
Griselda.
It is not Griselda.
Amy. Good gorilla.
At this moment, it is Beverly, because that's my go-to name.
Okay. Beverly. Is it Mick Beverly?
No,
though?
it's not Mick Beverly.
Okay.
You may call me Beverly.
Oh, Beverly. That's an odd name for a unicorn.
Do you know many air creatures that are named Beverly? Should I change it?
Do you want to be an air creature?
No.
Okay, then I think Beverly suits you.
All right. Well, good luck, and be careful, because you're not well. Okay?
Clearly.
Bye.
Bye.
So, Beverly disappears, but she didn't give you permission to call her for whatever reason you would ever need her.
Bye.
And if you wish, you can will yourself into the seat.
Okay, here I come, guys, wherever you went. Come on, Nima.
So Nima just kind of comes back over to you. She's whispering to you. She's like, "Are you sure you're okay? Because that was weird."
It was super weird, and I don't feel great now.
You don't feel great.
I feel like I'm gonna
you
puke.
don't feel great from my side.
You what?
I feel weak.
You feel weak.
Oh,
Make this weird.
I don't know what you're saying. Do I look weak?
I feel weak.
I feel weak.
Yeah.
I'm pretty weak. Do you have tea?
No, but blood stuff. We need to go find.
I don't know. I don't trust it. Probably comes through another portal, that buds.
It's really weird. It's just
Portal tea. I don't want portal tea.
Oh my, can we go, please?
Okay, fine. Let's go.
So they appear suddenly in the room. For some reason, Nima is able to follow, which is a little bit odd. But anyway, so we have items.
The pets.
Hey guys, I'm here.
Oh,
You missed out on the reading of the letter.
Yes, the reading of the letter. Wait, what letter? Leather?
Leather.
Leather?
The letter is very important. You missed out on lots of lore that would be very useful to you.
Yeah, I'm sure it was another
Here,
letter.
I just like casually hand it over to him. Like, here, read this. Then
Before I read it, I'm just gonna be like, I'm sure it's somebody saying we fucked up again and blah 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 and
This
don't
one was
touch our
actually
magic
different.
or touch our magic.
it said to actually go through with destructiveness of we've been doing. It was like, I'm supposed to tell you not to do this, but you should totally do this.
Well, we didn't destroy the first one. We made it stronger.
We are going through the lands, destroying everything we touch, basically. So, I think
I don't know
this
if that's
person
what.
wants us to actually continue.
Well, I don't know if we're destroying everything. We have just. I mean, we magnified the first one, and then the second one we kind of magnified again in a different way.
Just read the letter, please.
Okay.
Nemo,
I'll
are
read
you
the letter.
okay? Your feathers are kind of all over the place.
I got turned into a sheep and summoned a unicorn, apparently.
Did you do this on purpose?
I touched the electrical socket. I don't recommend it.
What happened? We were gone for a minute.
I don't feel good. I can't believe I'm going to ask this, but can I get some tea from Puds?
Yeah.
He's like, I guess.
Can it be ginger tea? That always wakes me up.
I know I grabbed some herbs before.
You did,
stuff,
and also
so-
some root vegetables from down south. The abandoned town, whatever that was called.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna bring out Puds and Bean.
Hey, look at all this water. You want some ginger tea? Here. Just give it to Puds to go have a field day.
Okay, so there's some really strange stuff in here too, so he's gonna have a field day.
Thank you, Puds.
So Puds does Puds and bloop bloops around. What were you looking at, Sully?
the foldable pet.
The foldable pet.
Yeah.
Okay. The foldable pet. As you're kind of examining it, you get an idea that first off, it is covered in runes.
Yeah.
And also that it could be fun. Or useful. It can change shapes and do a few different things. It can also kind of aid you in battle if needed.
Whoa.
But it also has a mind of its own,
That's fine.
which could be dangerous
That's fine.
or interesting,
That's alright.
or useful. It don't really know. It is an unknown.
So, okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's what you want?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay.
Where's the list of items at?
It's in a folder in the shared thing.
I can link it. There.
As you begin examining everything else, Sully, feel free to change your mind before you attune to this. There is the discarded ring. You get the idea that this is definitely something for art. The one that's called the Doodle Ring, obviously. Though, not... It doesn't have a lot of power to it. The net itself could be really useful if you're looking to entrap creatures. It would be similar to your chains, POA. No, the bracer, however, would be used with it. it can summon a ranged weapon. So a longbow, a short bow, and you're not sure if it necessarily does anything special with it, though it is incredibly powerful. The books, you have quite a few books here. One of them you get an idea of is they seem to be studies on different ways, not magics, but different ways. There is one on the way of the land, which would be more druidic, but this is ancient teachings. There is one on the way of the Vareki, or Eoway. There is one on the way of spirit. There is one on the way of not quite death. It's kind of worded as the endless. It's a little bit different way of putting that. There's one that seems to be just a study of creatures. That is like literally just studies of creatures of Avonvon and how to befriend them. And then one on magic. It's just a general study of magics. How to befriend them. The coins seem to be a little bit interesting. I don't know if it's something that would be up anybody's alley. Though as somebody starts flipping it in the air, every single time it turns over, it's invisible, and then it becomes visible, and then invisible, visible. It's an interesting little trinket. Doesn't seem to last very long, but it's fun.
So I'll run over to hey, there's a fish in this thing, and I'll just go pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell does this do?
Be careful with this.
As soon as you touch it, you feel a repulsion.
Damn it, not again. I don't want to hurt you, fishy. I need a fishy friend. You look upset in there. Maybe we could be friends. Fishball guy?
You get this feeling of, who are you? Why are you talking to me? And what am I doing here? And why is there light again? Though the fish itself doesn't move.
Weird. I think this fish is trying to talk to me, but it's not moving.
What's your intelligence?
That's a great question. Not high. 12. Plus uno.
You know, you're barely better than the person who cleaned me before. Is there somebody smarter?
That's not nice. No.
Well, this is disappointing.
You will learn your place, fish.
This is so disappointing. What exactly has happened since I've been locked in here? Is everybody dumb?
Nope, just the fishes that somehow got locked in a globe on a stick.
Wow, that's just rude and uncalled for. Okay, so the scroll, it seems to be blank when you first grab it. Though you get the idea that it can either be inscribed with spells that you have or possibly random ones. You're not quite sure, but it is quite powerful considering what it can do. You all know that spell scrolls, especially Dorus would know, they are extremely expensive. Extremely expensive. And for this one to be able to infinitely either be imbue with magic or create magic from its memory is unheard of. The shield Dorus, if you were interested in the shield, as you touch it, the first itch you get is to immediately leap over to Nemu, to aid him in whatever struggle that he's having right now, or whoever else would be like looking to be in pain, or maybe even just protect Jax from the bombardment of earlier. And you get the feeling that you could just blip right over to them.
Like get right in the way of the danger to them, kind of thing.
Yeah. So that's that. The ring is pretty. It seems to have its own light source, and because it's magical and in this chest, you can assume that it has other ways to give light as well, but there doesn't seem to be much more to it. Now the sword is a different beast. Quite literally. It is a great sword, so I don't know if Eoway can use great swords.
I technically can, but
yeah, so it is a great sword. Yeah. It seems powerful. But it has a strange ability to, you know what? Moonbeam, or whatever the spell is called, negates invisibility. So once again, it's friendly in a way, and kind of reminds you of some of the creatures that you saw with tentacles floating around. Maybe some of those might come out at some point or another to help you do things, or maybe not help exactly. You're not sure. But anyway, that's all the items.
Yeah, I'm definitely attending. Oh, sorry.
Wait, what? Who?
The pipe you didn't say. I don't think.
Oh, the pipe. Oh, the pipe. It smells really good. Jax would get the idea that it also would have some kind of like aromatic that would come out and affect plants in a positive way around you. The pen marker paint thing has this beautiful rainbow around the pen itself that you hold, and randomly changes colors in different spectrums, and it seems to be able to mark in multiple different colors. And maybe erase them as well.
Very cool.
Can I want to pick up the Way of the Vareki book and see what it's about.
Okay. So
can I tell what it can do or something?
It technically, it does seem to be magically imbued. Though it reminds you of the tablets that you found, or that you read or listened to or watched within Sheer Lumen, but the magic is not quite as powerful. Within is notes, and it seems to be that whoever had written this was not a Vareki themselves, but was able to watch them within their practice, not just by swordplay, but also their belief systems. It's a study on the Vareki, so it would help you garner a lot of information. And some of it would be visual or audible for you to hear or listen to.
What about the Mobius scroll?
The Mobius scroll, just seems like an endless scroll.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
It's blank and cast random shit.
Whoa.
Yeah. Or not so, you're not sure. Not so random, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It can be a very
I'm
powerful item.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick in attune to my photo pet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did we get an idea what the mace with the fish did?
I don't know. I'm enjoying my fish friend.
You know, having been a bard for a little while.
The fish sings. Oh no.
So first things first, you're kind of familiar with you're kind of familiar with psychic energy and psychic damage. This fish is literally just sitting there and insulting you over and over. First off, saying how dumb you are. Second off, saying how much power you lack. And why is it that a child chose me? Not just a child mentally, but also apparently in magical abilities. Though none of the what you would assume could be psychic damage sticks. You could smack things really hard with it. It's the shush. It's the shusher. Yes, it's the shusher. That talks back.
Shush. Book.
Beautiful.
Yep, beautiful.
I'm just gonna go around and hit people with it just to try to shut the fish up.
I feel like half of you don't get that reference.
The shusher. Oh, it's from Home.
Yeah, Home.
Is that what you're taking?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm super interested with the aquatic animal stuck inside of a ball at the end of the stick.
Okay. I'm sending you the thing.
Okay.
Was the pipe that was on the table that was outside of the box, was that the pollen pipe?
Yes.
Can we
but
take
it's
more
not
than one
included in the
item?
loot, so you can take the pipe.
Yeah, I'm definitely
So
taking the key. If I can't
Yeah.
have more than the key, then that's fine.
Okay.
I'll take the pipe.
Roll
I'll take-
Arcana for me, Dorus. Okay, you can take the pipe, and then you can also take an item.
Come on, buddy. 9.
A 9.
Weak.
I know.
What happened to that good luck from before?
I know.
I tried my best. It's fine.
I think I'm gonna take the net. Everyone.
Yeah,
always
he
thinks
was
the
definitely
net.
eyeing that shield, but if he touches the key and gets teleported out, that's cool.
You. I will say that there's, as you're kind of like looking at the key and looking at the shield, and then you pull out your other key and you look at the keys, and you realize that there is they look to be able to interlock in some weird way.
Yeah, at first I like tap the key to the other key to see if anything happens, and then I'm like, well, what if I set them side by side? Does anything happen if I like look them together? And then I like realize.
Yeah. That as you click them together, your original key that you are attuned to shifts and is now changed shape to incorporate the information, or to incorporate the shapes of the waves and that kind of thing that are on this key. So you now have a river engraved on it with a little bit of land.
So I still have my original key, just got a new look to it, kind of thing.
Yeah, it did.
All right, I'm
You're
cool
creating a
with
key ring without the multiple keys and rings.
that. All right, then I'm taking the shield if no one else really wants it.
Okay.
I'll take
Who
the
was...
Vereki book.
Okay. So you have the Vereki book. I obviously, because it's not what it is originally designed for, is going to... I need to write that up. I'm just going to send you the image so I can remember. So, Jax.
I'm gonna go
You want
with
the
the
net? Okay.
Yeah. Tactical. You always need a good net.
Very tactical. All right, so the pipe, the pen, and the paints you can grab. The paints seem to be almost empty though, but they do seem to be magical. So whoever is interested in the pipe, it's just free loot.
Yeah, I took the pipe.
Okay. I will send that to you. The ring is part of the loot that you can only have one of. So let's see. And then you wanted the shield?
Yep.
Okay, ignore the picture on this because I mixed up the item. I didn't like the picture of this one.
Is the item like description right or no? You're just gonna make up a custom thing for me? Okay, cool.
Control V. Arrow?
I mean, he would have customized it himself anyway eventually. So.
Yeah. Well, this is just the information. This is the information for it, which obviously
okay,
you can
cool.
incorporate your possibility onto the shield itself. Let's see. And then I'll make sure that these items are added D&D Beyond and put into your character sheets. Anyway. Now you get to decide, if anything, what you want to do about the weave, which we can pick up for next week. And then if you would please, let me know what we're doing after this. Obviously, we still have to bring back the Keenson if that's something that you want to do. And then...
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, and then where do you want to travel after this?
I thought we're going to like Entora or something like that, the whole area.
Yeah, you can go down to Entora.
I wanted
or you
to
can go...
check out the mosaic sands. But,
That'd be so cool.
that'll be past Entora, probably.
So you can go down through
Lady Fields.
Feely Fields,
Yep.
go to Entora, and then go up.
Yeah.
And then if you want, you can have a vacation in there too. Because you have let's see, what's it? Causatora, Respitora on your way up is like the vacation place to go to for all of Entora.
Oh no, the tourist trap.
It is the tourist trap, absolutely. But, I mean, it's something that y'all could do. Yeah. So...
How would we even do the Keenson thing? Bring them back?
That would just be Rondon. Y'all don't have to be there. Yeah, so you can go down through Feely Fields, go to Entora, and then go back up. You can go visit the Lost Shore if you wish. Though I don't believe you heard any rumors about the Lost Shore itself. If you were interested in it, Rhonda might be able to tell you. And then, but you could definitely head to the Mosaic Sands. And find out what's going on there. Of course, that's a few sessions.
We got drug here and basically overnight in our minds, but apparently it took a long time according to the Wanderer.
I definitely wouldn't mind like doing a bit of some side quests or something and be able to like buy potions and stuff.
Yeah, easily done. Feely Fields would be able to supply some simple potions.
We just need money.
Yeah, I think
As
Doris
well,
would
yeah.
be. I think Doris would be interested in going back to a bigger town to be able to send, like, correspondence back to the society or whatever.
Okay. You would probably be able to find a group of the society there and in Tor as well. And Rondon, knowing Rondon, he would probably send y'all away with quite a bit of gold. Just to ensure y'all's safety.
Yeah.
For passages and that kind of stuff, just to make sure that y'all have what you need. But yeah, I'm just looking at the map and trying to decide.
But if we can't help the Keenson, I think Doris would want to do that too.
Okay. Yeah, I have something written up for it, so if we want to do that, it shouldn't take long unless y'all want to explore the area or talk to the peoples or whatever.
It's kind of in my mind almost on Soli if we pursue that or not.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm sure Soli wouldn't mind seeing some old friends.
Yes.
Right, like figure out what happened to your lost society. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Neighboring society, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
The rabbits and the wolves were best friends.
The besties, yeah.
They were really. Just kind of ended up that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. When I was mapping it out, I was like, yeah, that'll work. Sure, it's a thing. I watched Zootopia. I know that's a thing. For reals. All right, I'm gonna end stream. Night for everybody who showed up. If anybody's still here, I know it was long. I appreciate you. Love ya.